All right, good morning. Thanks for streaming with us. We appreciate it. All right, we've got a big weekend coming. We've got the Valero Texas Open. We also have the Final Four. So weather is going to be very important. Of course, I always think it's important. Hopefully you do too. But anyway, out there we've got some sun now. The sun is shining, and we're going to have a pattern, I think, for the next couple of days of very warm afternoon temperatures. In the mornings, though, a lot of low clouds, maybe even a little patchy drizzle in the mornings, and the afternoons, sunshine. All right, next several days, very warm afternoon temperatures. Friday and Saturday, that's when things begin to change a little bit. This big upper level system is going to get closer to us, and we may become unstable enough and a frontal boundary close enough to us that we'll have some thunderstorms. And I know there's a lot of action going on, but Friday afternoon, Friday evening could be a little dicey. Right now, I'll give it maybe a 30 to 40% chance, only because the cap is going to be very strong. But if we have a frontal boundary and a lot of daytime heating, we could get those thunderstorms to fire up with large hail, gusty winds, damaging winds, tornadoes, you name it. You know, it's that time of the year. Into Saturday morning, or Friday night, overnight into Saturday morning. It does look like Sunday is going to be much cooler. So let's go through this here. Outside right now it is 79. Record low is 31, set back in 1987. Record high, 93, set back in 1929. That's a long-standing record. All right, finally we can see downtown. Earlier this morning, couldn't see downtown because of the fog, but high temperatures today I think will be in the mid-80s, around 85. If you have anything planned this evening, should be a nice evening with temperatures mainly in the 70s. Already we've warmed up to 79 degrees, 82 at Pleasanton, Floresville 82, and Uvalde's coming in at about 78. We had a weak frontal boundary that's pushed through. You can see the wind arrows. I need to reposition this frontal boundary maybe a little bit further to the south. It is causing things to be a lot cooler up at the Dallas-Fort Worth area, Midland, Oklahoma City. But I think for us down here, down south, we'll have a lot of drying, but not a lot of cooling. And so that's why I think we'll still hit the mid-80s, and then that front's going to back up tomorrow, and it's going to be another very warm afternoon. Let me back this up a little bit to get to the afternoon highs. There we go. About mid-80s, I think that'll do it. And we're going to have a big difference today across the state. Maybe you're flying this afternoon to Amarillo. It's going to be a lot cooler in the upper 60s for high. Dallas-Fort Worth around 70. Down south, closer to the valley and closer to the Rio Grande, high temperatures this afternoon, probably mid-90s. So big difference across the state of Texas. Northern Plains states, temperatures are cool. And I'm watching the storm system that's coming on shore out there in the Pacific Northwest. That storm system is going to move across the Rockies. Lots of snow. If you've got a late season skiing trip planned to the Rockies, I don't even know if the resorts are still open, but anyway, lots of snow there in the Rockies. All right, one piece of this by Wednesday is going to move up towards Minnesota with a trailing frontal boundary. By the way, I think tomorrow afternoon up in the northwestern part of the state could be rather stormy with severe storms. North Texas Wednesday, severe storms. Thursday in North Texas, severe storms. The whole time we'll have too much of a cap and that frontal boundary won't be close to us. Friday, the front gets a little bit closer. Let's see if we can show you that. There's Thursday, and then here comes Friday, perhaps a little closer, but it's still going to be not a slam dunk. And I meant that for the Final Four, pun intended, but not a slam dunk. I'd give it maybe a 30% chance that we'll have a thunderstorm on Friday. But boy, if those storms can spark off, they're going to be really tough. And then I think Friday night into Saturday, we'll have another chance. And then by Sunday, we should be stable enough to where we'll have clouds. But it's going to be a lot cooler for the final round of the Valero Texas Open. It's going to be a lot cooler. All right, so let's take a look. High temperatures today will be in the mid-80s with some sunshine. This computer model, which is the graph, has a few showers developing this afternoon. I'm rather doubtful of that. Tomorrow morning, clouds, little patchy drizzle around. Tuesday, high temperatures warm up into the mid-80s again. On Wednesday, we'll have some low clouds in the morning and then really warming up into the, I don't know if I can buy the mid-90s, but perhaps low 90s on Wednesday and also on Thursday. All right, now this is just one computer model. Let's show you what I think is going to happen on Friday. Okay, here's Thursday afternoon, and there's the frontal boundary out there to the west. It's Friday morning, maybe a little drizzle. And this computer model just has this, I think the cap is just going to be way too strong. You can see that, but I'm going to still throw with a 30% chance just in case. Let's take a look at the 14-day real quick. Today's high, mid-80s. Tomorrow, about 87. Wednesday, Thursday, low 90s for highs, very warm. And each morning, clouds could have a little drizzle. I'm going to back that down from a 40 to a 30 on Friday. Friday night into Saturday, more like a 50-50 shot of seeing some thunderstorms into Saturday morning. And then Sunday, mostly cloudy and just cool. Upper 60s, and I think we're in the lower 70s for Monday and Tuesday. And then we start to warm up. But a good part of next week, going to be definitely cooler than average, no doubt about that. All right, well, thanks for streaming with us. We appreciate it. I'm going to be doing the noon show. Watch us 4, 5, 6, and 10. And then I'll be back tomorrow, and we'll do it all again. All right, enjoy the sunshine, enjoy the day, and we will see you tomorrow.